in this practice. So just to start, I'll have you come on to or into a comfortable, easy pose with the legs lying in front of each other, and just adjust any love that you have so that your sit bones can evenly root down into the mat. And then choose to place your hands on your thighs or maybe next to the ground. And just slowly lean back a little bit. Slide the scapulas or shoulder blades down and away from the ears and reach the crown of the head high towards the sky. And then take a transitional breath here. And then collectively, we'll take 3 deep cycles of breath. So take a nice full inhale in through the nose. Slow, steady exhale. Inhale in. Exhale. Now, as you inhale in, really root the sit bones down, reach the crown of the head high, slide the scapulas down, and exhale. Great. Close your eyes or gently lower the eyelids for a soft gaze. And I want you to just start grounding into your practice by taking full inhales in, draw the crown of the head high towards the sky, start elongating the spine. And then as you exhale, maintain the integrity of your spine and direct the energy back down into your sit bones. And that'll help you maintain the length that you're creating so you don't slowly start caving in. And I want you to start creating a mantra now as you breathe, just to bring a little sound to the breath. So as you inhale, draw in the breath, imagine that you're saying the word so. And as you exhale, imagine that you're saying the word hum, all in and out through the nose. So I am. Focus on the mantra, but also find some connection with the sound you're making with the breath. Now, it's your choice to keep the mantra or let it go, but see if you can maintain an audible breath throughout your practice. Let it be a guide to anchor you back into your breath, back into the length and strength you're creating. And then you'll take a transitional breath here. And on your next inhale, keep the sit bones anchored down. Draw the sternum forward, look on up for a seated cow. And then as you exhale, chin into the chest, round the spine into a seated cat. Find the cow on the inhale. Cat on the exhale. And if you want to play around with movements of the spine, you can exaggerate the movements as well. Find the cow on the inhale. Cat on the exhale. We'll just do this a few more times. I'll guide, but if you're a beat ahead or behind, that's fine. Cow on the inhale. Cat on the exhale. Cow on the inhale. And cat on the exhale. And then find the next cow. And stay here just for a full cycle of breath. Squeezing the scapulas together, opening up the front of the throat. And then find the cow as you exhale. Stay for a full cycle of breath. Spread the scapulas away from the spine. And then slowly and carefully return back to your easy pose. Great. This warmed up a lot of the spine, but let's also warm up a little bit more in the lower spine and the SI joint. So bring the bottoms of the feet together like a book. Take a hold of the ankles or place the thumbs in the center. And I want you to slowly pull yourself up nice and tall. Take a nice full inhale here. Exhale. Crown of the head reaches high on the inhale. Sit bones root down, hinge forward as you exhale. Keep the sternum in line with the floor. Crown of the head reaches forward. You'll stay for a breath or two here, folding deep on the exhale if it works for you. One more breath. And then maintain the cycle of breath that works for you and slowly start leaning over towards the left. And then bring yourself back and over towards the right. And then come forward. So you're giving yourself these pelvic rolls. And you go at a pace that works for you. And if you notice that maybe you're at a spot and it feels good, stay there for a breath and then continue on. Please don't feel rushed. I'll give you a few deep cycles of breath to play around. Think 3 more in this direction. And then when you've completed your third one, bring yourself back up nice and tall. Take a transitional breath. And then on the exhale, hinge forward, giving yourself that deep forward fold. Staying for 3 cycles of breath. 2, 1. And then you'll slowly lean over towards the right, back, left, forward. So I want you to take the same rotation pattern that worked for you. So if it felt good to pause, pause. If it feels good to slow up the rotation, slow it down. Three more breaths. 2, 1. And then we'll meet seated high towards, crown of the head's reaching high towards the sky. Okay. Come into your tabletop pose. Palms are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Just kind of suss around from side to side, maybe pat the tops of the feet onto the mat. And then you'll warm up with some cat-cows here. Cat-cow is going to be coming back a couple of times in the practice. So tuck under the toes, drop the belly, use the inhale, look on up. And then find the cow pose as you exhale, tops of the feet onto the mat, around the back. Cow on the inhale. Cat on the exhale. And start flowing, finding the cow on the inhale. Cat on the exhale. And if it feels good to make some C shapes with the spine, I want you to be welcome to it. It might feel good just to make some pelvic circles where you're coming forward and then over towards the left side, a little bit back in child's pose, over towards the right. And if you're taking a few rotations, reverse direction, when you feel ready, we'll say 3 more big breaths. 2, 1. And then you'll bring the big toes together. The knees will come wide and settle back into your child's pose. Now, I might not cue this pose when you need it, but feel free to drop into it at any time. I want you to reach the fingertips towards the top of the mat, best as can be. Drop the head, easy. Feel the length that you're creating in the side body. And then just return back to that Soham mantra for 3 cycles of breath, hearing yourself breathe. And then as you inhale, you'll bring yourself up. And as you exhale, lower yourself down onto the mat. All right. Feel the pelvic equally connect. Palms are underneath the shoulders. Scapula slide down and away from the ears. Faces towards the mat. And then as you inhale, peel the chin, peel the chest. Just a low cobra here. It's early in the practice. Feel the connection. And then slowly lower. Take a transitional breath here. And then as you inhale, peel yourself up a little higher. And then lower down. Next inhale, come on up a little higher, elbows stay close. And then lower down. And then with the toes tucked under, press yourself up into your plank pose, and then send hips high towards the sky for your downward dog. First downward dog of the practice, so feel free to make any movements with the legs, bending heels and knees. 3 more breaths. 2, 1. Then we'll drop back into some stillness in a down dog. Big inhale in. Exhale. Inhale. And then as you exhale, walk the feet towards the back of the hands, coming into your forward fold. Bend the knees as deeply as you would like. Rest the torso onto the thighs. Drop the head. You can rock from side to side. And then find stillness in your forward fold. Find a halfway lift. Fold forward. Then with the feet planted, bend the knees. Slowly bring yourself up. Bring your arms up overhead. Straighten the legs and arms come down to the side in your mountain pose. Fingertips reach down. Yep. Crown of the head reaches high. And I want you to stay here for 3 breaths. First mountain pose of the practice. Feel the connection. Come back to the length and the strength. Two more breaths. Last breath. And then as you inhale, reach the arms up high towards the sky. As you exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees. Bring the arms parallel to the ears and slowly come up into a chair pose. Slide the shoulders down and away from the ears. If you want, you can bring the arms in front of you. Make sure you can come back on the heels, maybe lift and spread the toes. Belly button comes into the spine. Two more breaths. Last breath. And then as you inhale, you'll stand up. Fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift. And then step one foot back, followed by the other in your plank pose. Crown of the head reaches forward. Heels reach back. One more breath. And then lower the knees, the chin, the chest, and then find the cobra. And then release back into your downward dog. Three cycles of breath here. Two. Last breath. Then reach the right leg high towards the sky, three-legged dog. Step the right foot through to the hands, high runner's lunge. Spin the left heel down and then come up onto fingertips. And then on the next inhale, rise up, warrior one. Two more breaths. You're just getting your foundation here. Last breath. Then as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame the right foot, step right foot back to meet left foot, plank pose. Inhale. And then lower the knees, the chin, the chest. Find the cobra. And then push back into downward dog. 3 cycles of breath. Two. Last breath. This time you'll reach the left leg high towards the sky, three-legged dog. And then step the left foot through to the hands, high runner's lunge. Place the right heel down. Come up onto fingertips. And then on your next inhale, rise up, warrior one. 3 big breaths here. 2. Last breath. And then as you exhale, frame the left foot, step left foot back to meet right foot, plank pose. And then lower the knees, the chin, the chest. Find your cobra. And then push back into your downward dog. Three big breaths here. 2. Last breath. Take your full inhale. Walk the feet towards the back of the hands as you exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold forward. And then bend the knees, bring the arms parallel to the ears, and find the chair pose. And then bring the hands onto the thighs. And then as you inhale, bring the sternum forward, look on up into your cow back. And as you exhale, chin into chest, round the back into your cat back. So we're doing cat, cow, and chair pose. Find the cow on the inhale. Cat as you exhale. Just 3 more times. Cow on the inhale. Cat on the exhale. 2 more. You've got this. Stay strong. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last time. Find the cow on the inhale. Cat on the exhale. Return back into chair pose. Give it a cycle of breath. Then as you inhale, reach the arms up. Straighten the legs, exhale, fold forward. You're in this forward fold for 2 cycles of breath so you can find some movement here. Last breath. Great. Find your halfway lift as you inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Reach your arms up high towards the sky. Fingers spread nice and wide, and then bring the arms down to the side. Great. Stay here for a cycle of breath. Reach the arms up on the inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift. And then plant the palms. The right foot will step back, high runner's lunge. Spin the right heel down and turn the right toes out like you're setting up for warrior 2. Come up onto fingertips. And then on your next inhale, come on up into your warrior 2 pose. So get yourself set up, turning the torso towards the right side of the mat. Arms come out to a T. Look out over your strong left fingertips. Keep the bend strong in the left knee. And then I want you to drop the right hand to the back of the right thigh. Left hand is high towards the sky. Peaceful warrior. Okay. Drop the chin to the chest. And then roll the chin over towards the right shoulder and look at the right foot. And then look up and over towards your left fingers. All right. Look down towards chin to chest. Roll the chin over towards the right shoulder. Look up. One more full rotation. And then this time I want you to roll the chin towards the right shoulder. Pause. Look at the outside of the right foot. And then reach the left arm across the left ear. Really giving length towards the front side. And I know you're feeling it in the left knee or left thigh. Stay with me. Big breath here. And then roll the chin back and look up. Find your warrior 2 pose. Torso's rotated towards the right side. Go ahead, rotate the gaze towards the right side of the mat. Interlace the fingers behind you. Make a fist. Take the fist down. Look on up. Open up your chest. And then fold down the middle. Setting yourself up for your ostrich pose. And then lean towards the left knee, the bent knee. Three more breaths. 2, 1. Then bring yourself back into center. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Open up to your warrior 2. And then bring the left hip in. Set yourself up for your triangle pose. And then left hand to the inside of the left leg. Right hand high towards the sky. I'm going to come up and I'm actually going to reach forward and down a little bit. There we go. And then you can look up at right fingertips or at the left big toe. Two more breaths. Last breath. Then we'll look at the left big toe, slight bend into the left knee, and then come back up into your warrior 2. Rotate the torso forward, arms come up high, warrior 1. Frame the left foot, step back, plank pose. Lower the knees, the chin, the chest. Find your cobra. And then push back into downward dog. This time, 5 deep cycles of breath. So if you need to find movement or anything else, you've got the space for it. And maybe return back to the mantra breath. 4 more. 3 more breaths. 2. Last breath. Then take your nice full inhale in. Walk the feet towards the back of the hands as you start exhaling. Find a halfway lift here. Fold forward. And then reach the arms up high towards the sky. And bring them down to the side. All right, we're in our mountain pose. For a few strong cycles of breath, you're feeling the connection between the left and the right foot. Crown of the head's reaching high. Palms are open, pecs are open, heart is open. 1 more breath. And then reach up as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Halfway lift. Place the hands down. This time, step the left foot back, high runner's lunge. Then spin the left heel down, spin the left toes out. Getting ready for your warrior 2 pose, come up on the fingertips. And then on your next inhale, open up to your warrior 2. Just turn the torso towards the left side of the mat. Look out over your strong right fingers. Another big breath here to get the foundation. And then drop the left hand to the back of the left thigh. Right hand comes high towards the sky. And you'll do the same neck rotation here. So bring the chin to the chest. Roll the chin over towards the left side. Take a peek to the outside of the left toes. And then look up towards the fingertips, right fingertips. And then once again, back down. Over towards the left toes, looking up. And then down. And then up. And then we'll gaze at the left toes. Reach the right arm across the right ear. Keep the bend strong in the right knee. Create the length in the front body without crunching the back body. So you might have to pull yourself up and then lean back. 1 more breath. And then carefully bring the right hand up. Go ahead, look up at the right fingertips. And then find your warrior 2 pose. Take the gaze towards the left side of the mat. Interlace the fingers behind you. Slide the fists down and away from the ears. Take your full inhale as you exhale, fold forward. Once you fold, slowly start leaning over towards the right knee, finding your ostrich pose. And we're here for 3 more breaths. 2. Last big breath. And then bring yourself back into center. Inhale, come on up and find your warrior 2 pose. Slide the right hip back. Find your full inhale, and then triangle pose as you exhale. Awesome. 3 more breaths. 2. 1. And then slight bend in the right knee, bring yourself up, warrior two pose, warrior one. And then find the plank. And then take it through your flow. Or meet in downward dog. The downward dog will have 5 breaths. So you find movement or stillness as needed. Maybe come back to the I am mantra. 4 more breaths. 3, 2, 1. Take a nice full inhale. Walk the feet towards the back of the hands as you exhale, forward fold. Your halfway lift. Fold. And then reach the arms up high towards the sky. And then return back into your mountain pose for 3 cycles of breath and feel the connection. Crown of the head's reaching high. Keep the length. Feel the strength. 2 more breaths. Last breath. And then as you inhale, reach the arms up high towards the sky. Fold forward as you exhale. Nice halfway lift here. And then this time, step the right foot back, high runner's lunge. Guide the right knee down. Come up onto fingertips. And then on your next inhale, slowly find the salute. You're here for 3 cycles of breath, so if you want to gently lean back, you can. If you just want to keep the crown of the head high towards the sky, you can. 1 more big breath. And then as you exhale, frame the left foot with both hands, tuck under the right toes. Left foot meets right foot, plank pose. And then carefully drop the knees, the chin, the chest. Find your cobra. Downward dog. One more cycle of breath. Reach the right leg high towards the sky as you inhale. Step the right foot through to the hands as you exhale. Drop the left knee. Come up onto fingertips. And then on the next inhale, rise up. Low lunge salute, 3 breaths. Lean back if you choose. 2. Last breath. And then as you exhale, frame the right foot with both hands, tuck under the left toes. Left foot steps forward to right foot, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Then reach the arms up high towards the sky. Give yourself a gentle back bend. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, left foot steps back, high runner's lunge, and then guide the left knee down, low lunge, come up onto fingertips. Reach the arms up high, low lunge with salute, 3 breaths here. 2. 1. And then frame the right foot with both hands, tuck under the left toes, right foot meets left foot, plank pose. Lower the knees, the chin, the chest. Find your cobra on the inhale. And then downward dog as you exhale. 2 breaths here. Last breath. And then take the left foot high towards the sky. 3-legged dog. Step the left foot through to the hands. Drop the right knee down, low lunge. Come up onto fingertips as you On this next cycle of breath, sorry. And then as you inhale, reach the arms up high, low lunge with salute. 3 cycles of breath here. 2. Last breath. And then frame the left foot with both hands, tuck under the right toes, right foot meets left foot, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold forward. And then reach your strong arms up high towards the sky as you inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift. And then step both feet back into your plank pose. And then lower the knees, the chin, the chest. Awesome. All right. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and send the fists down towards the feet. And then right now, you're just focusing on keeping the shoulders dropping down and away from the ears. Crown of the head reaches forward. And then on your next inhale, lift the chin and the chest. Gently slide the fist down towards the feet. And all you're doing is just seeing maybe where you're tightening up, what feels good, where you have strength, maybe adjusting your balance between left and right. One more breath. And then lower down. Keep the fist at the small of the back. You'll come up and lift the legs. You'll come into your full expression. Next cycle of breath. So just take a transitional breath here. And then on the inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest, and start lifting the legs. Reach the fist down towards the heels. Lift the legs a little higher. Be gentle not to squeeze the glutes too much. One more breath. And then you'll carefully release down. Release the arms down towards the side. And if you want, you can just rock the legs from side to side, just gently moving the SI joint. And this actually moves a little bit of the hip joint. Great. Place the palms underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up into tabletop. And then sit on the heels and come into a seated pose. Bring the legs out long in front of you. Toes point high towards the sky. Crown of the head reaches high. Reach your arms up as you inhale. And then fold forward by reaching past the toes as you exhale. I'm not going to quite make it. I'm going to hit shins. So some of us will actually be able to really reach past the toes and keep the straight spine. Others of us are going to feel pretty good resting the hands on the lower leg. Really push out through the heels. Feel the engagement in the back body. One more big breath. And then slowly walk yourself up as you inhale. Great. Place the right foot on the inside of the left leg. I'm going to keep my left leg coming up from my hip, but if you want, you can take your left leg out to the side, wide. You know you best. All right. We're going to come into a seated tree with a fold. So you'll feel this in the back of the hips. Reach the arms up high towards the sky as you inhale. And then you fold over your left leg. So if you need to make a rotation, make that rotation so you can reach past the foot. Once again, really focusing on pushing out through the left heel. Try to give some ease in the right hip. Let's not forget about the right hip. Reach the crown of the head past the toes. 3 more big breaths here. Two more. Last breath. And then carefully walk yourself up nice and tall. We'll stay put here. Just feel the crown of the head reach high, your sit bones root down. And then extend the right leg long. Bring the left foot in. Once again, you make the choice of where the right leg works best for you. Toes point up. Reach the arms up high. And then as you exhale, reach past the right toes and let the hands land wherever. Crown of the head reaches forward and deepen the fold in the next 3 cycles of breath. 2. Last one. And then carefully bring yourself up nice and tall. Stay for a breath. Great. Bring both feet flat onto the mat. Hug the knees into the chest. Sit up nice and tall here. Take a breath. And then tuck the chin into the chest. Feel the back of the spine elongating. Press the feet into the mat. 2 more breaths. Last breath. And then carefully roll yourself down so the back of the head engages with the mat. Arms are down to your side. All right. Walk the feet close to the glutes. Maybe your heels will brush with your fingertips. Feet are planted. And then slowly lift the hips up as you inhale. Kind of to your degree. And then I want you to keep the hips lifted and then reach the arms up overhead and let the back of the arms touch the ground. So the arms are up overhead, hips are lifted. Reach the fingertips a little bit higher. And then slowly lower the hips down. 1 vertebra at a time. Keep reaching the fingertips away. And you should feel this gentle length created in the back, and then bring the arms down to the side. Cool, we'll do that 1 more time. Take a transitional breath. Inhale, lift the hips. Keep the glutes easy. Find the height that you can work with the hips. And then reach the arms up overhead. Let them rest. Reach the fingertips up without scrunching the shoulder blades to the ears. And then slowly lower the vertebra down so the hips connect back onto the mat. Feel the length created in the back. And then the arms come down to the side. And then heel toe the feet as wide as the mat and knock the knees in. One more breath. And then keep the feet as wide as the mat and bring the knees up high towards the sky. Take the arms out to a T. Take a nice full inhale and allow the knees to fall over towards the right side as you exhale. And then if you would like, you can look out over your left shoulder. And you're here for 5 big cycles of breath. So maybe come back to that So Hum mantra. Four more breaths. Three. 2 more. Last breath. And then take the gaze up towards the ceiling, bring the feet flat, the knees are up. Stay for a breath. Take a nice full inhale, and as you exhale, allow the knees to fall over towards the left side now. And gaze can come out towards the right shoulder. 5 deep cycles of breath here. 4. 3. 2. Last breath. And then bring the gaze back into center. Allow the feet to come flat, knees up. And then bring the knees into the chest. They can be wide or together. Gently rock from side to side. Maybe give yourself some pelvic circles. In reverse direction. And then keep the knees hugged in. And then I want you to find an inversion. So you can do legs up against the wall. You can do your happy baby. You can find a plow pose or shoulder stand. Just take an inversion here. Know that I'm minding the time. Take 3 more breaths in your inversion. 2. Last one. And then hug the knees in. Extend one leg long, followed by the other. Reach both arms up overhead. Reach fingertips away from toe tips. Full body stretch. Keep the length. And then reach right fingertips away from the right toes. And then left fingertips away from the left toes. And then one more full body stretch. Nice full inhale. And as you exhale, bring the arms down to the side. Let the feet splay out. Close your eyes. Bring the focus back to the nose. Take an audible inhale in. So audible exhale. Hum. So hum. So hum. And know that you can keep this mantra breath or allow your breath to fall into a natural rhythm for your Shavasana pose. I want you to take a nice full inhale in. Exhale. Reach your arms up overhead. Full body stretch on the inhale. Come onto the right side as you exhale. Stay here. Just a few cycles of breath. And then carefully walk yourself up into a seated pose. Bring your hands into heart center and give yourself a soft bow, dropping back into your deep cycles of breath. I honor this place inside of me in which the entire universe dwells. It is a place of peace. It is a place of joy. And it is a place of love. And when I am in this place in me and you're in this place in you, together we are one. Namaste.